everybody, I'm Elisa and welcome to Polymer Clay TV. Today I want to show you some fun ways to make some little Easter ornaments that you can really do up super cute, and they don't take a long time to make at all. You can customize them, add words, add little sayings, do them in whatever colors you want. You can add molded pieces, you could silk screen, the sky's the limit. So whatever look you're going for, you can achieve. But I just wanted to show you a few ideas to get your imagination going and, let you in on some tools that work really well to do these things as well. Okay, so here I have a couple pieces that you can see I've made. And the background are silk screens, and that's what I have here. This is a silk screen. This is actually one of our new silk screens that Kira created, and I absolutely love this one. And it's a smaller one, so it's perfect for creating ornaments. You know, you don't need too much of it. And here I have a cookie cutter I found at a yard sale that somebody made themselves. It was pretty funky, but I got a set of these, but you can find egg-shaped or bunny-shaped or whatever you want, bird-shaped cookie cutters at any craft store. They have them. And then I have, this is the fancy floor mold, and that's what this is right here, this decoration that goes across. I have my little metal stamps, which are the alphabet, which I spelled out Easter here, but you could put anything you want, a child's name or so on, because these not only would be great as ornaments, they'd be great as tags to hang off an Easter basket that you can put each child's name on. That would be fabulous, and this is a great way to personalize them with these metal stamps. So think about things you can do with that. And then I have my other metal stamps. And those are used to decorate around the edges here and things like that. I used them here as well. And this little flower here is actually one of our carnation cutters, and that's what I used for that. So I'll show you these as we go along. Everything is, I pre-silk screened a few pieces here just so we can play with it. But if you want to know how to silk screen, we have plenty of videos on that. Just go to our channel and search silk screen, and all of the silk screen videos will come up for you. So also make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything too. So, and these are our border cutters, and they come in sets of 4s. And this is a zigzag one, and this is like a little scalloped, and that's what I used here, the scalloped. I haven't used the zigzag, but so maybe we'll use that one. Alrighty, let me clear off my desk and we will move on. Okay, so I'm going to start by using my cookie cutter and just cutting out, after I've silk screened this, and like I said, I have other videos on that. You want to make sure your clay is well conditioned, and then you silk screen it. And then you can just take your cookie cutter and press down. I like to kind of rub it on my work surface to make sure that it cuts all the way through. And once I see I have it cut through, I can gently pull it out. And you have a ready-made Easter egg shape. Of course, you always want to clean up your edges because it just gives it more of a finished look when it's nicely cleaned up on the edges. No little marks from the cookie cutter or extra clay, you know. So here you have that, and I'm working today on some deli sheets. I was working on wax paper, but you know, we have these deli sheets, and I figured, oh, that's a really easy way to move things around. So you might see more of these deli sheets incoming as we go forward. So anyways, I've got this. We can decorate it any way we want. So let's just start here. Let me get a piece of clay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the scrap piece here because there's no use for this probably in any future project. So why not use it on this project? I know the colors are going to go together, and it's just a way, you know, to save that clay. So I like to do that often, you know, pull pieces from whatever I'm working on, and I know it's going to go. So I'm going to just roll this in a little snake, and we'll start by writing a name, you know. And I'll show you how you can personalize it with a name easily and then decorate it really cute. So just roll it out to a snake. You know, it doesn't need to be giant. You kind of gauge it to what size your cookie cutter is. And then I want to flatten it a little. Okay, and this makes a nice space for you to then come back and put the words in. So let's see, how about Mary? Or how about Mona, since that's my sister's name? M-O-N. Yes, Mona Elisa. How you get it? And my mother didn't even actually plan that, but that's what it ended up being. So I'm going to do this backwards for you because I need to be able to line up my letters. So you just give it a little push. I like to wiggle it around and pull it up. And then move on to the next letter. And I don't want to go too far away because I don't want it to look weird, like there's a weird space in between a name. And then you just stamp your whole name, whatever you want to do. And this makes it easy. Like I said, you know, you could hang it on the baskets and each child will know which basket's theirs. And so here you have it. Let me just cut off some of this end piece and here. Actually, I probably want to center that a little better. You can shape it any way you want. You can, you know, add any kind of decoration to it you want. And I'll show you what I did. So let me just put this on here. Actually. And so you can just put it on there anywhere you would like it. Okay. And then I smoothed down the edges, made sure it adhered. And then I came back with one of my metal tools. And this is the one I chose. It's a little round. And there's a couple sizes that come in the set because it comes with a set of 20. And there's even like a little bigger one. But I used just the small one here. I mean the medium one. And what I did was I went along the edges and kind of gave it a little push as I went to help decorate it. And it's also pushed it more onto the base and adhered it better as well. So I just kind of I even went on the sides a little. And you'll see it more when I highlight it with some powder pigments, or you could use ink, anything you want, paint. And just, you know, go around and make it cute. And there you have that. Let me add a little powder pigments so that you can really see it. I've got a little copper color here. And a little bit goes a long way with powdered pigments, that's for sure. So let me pick this up so I can see it a little better and get the edges. So you can really see the word. And so there you have that. Now I've, you know, now I've created something that has a name on it, which makes it really personalized and nice. And then if you want to go another step, like on this one, here's the other two that I did. You can add something that's molded. And so let's mold a little piece. It's going to be a colorful one. We'll add in a little green, but we can, you know, the thing is, if you want to make something and you want to use multiple colors, you need to use something that anchors those colors together. So for instance, I'm using green, I've used blue, and I've used purple, but this copper color here, if I add it to this design, will kind of anchor it and make it look like it's meant, you know, the colors are then more cohesive. I don't know if I'm wording that right, but it just brings it all together if you have an element that ties it in, and the element would be the copper color is what I'm going for anyways. So I used this one on here. Let's try a different one. And so I kind of flatten it a little. I try to get it as best as I can to fit the mold, you know, in the space I need. And you've seen me mold a million times probably on here. Let me just do it real quick, if I can do it real quick. Sometimes when you're trying to go quick, it doesn't go as quick as you want. Really shave it off. Yeah. Now, I generally, with this kind of mold, have to go back and add a little in because I want it, you know, I want it to fit right in there, and I want to go probably to about these edges. So this is probably the most time-consuming part of making it, is to making sure your molds are the way you want them before you demold them. So I want to make sure I mold this section here because I know I want to go across. So I need, I'm sticking. Okay. Get in there. I probably should have already molded this off of camera so you guys didn't have to sit here through this. But you get the gist. If you need to add more, you know, just add what you need. You know, whatever clay you need to fill in till you have the size you need. And if the clay is sticking to your hands, you can use water or some Armor All as a release agent. Just put a little on your hands or on the clay. Okay, so I'm not going to go crazy with this. You got the gist. Let me demold it and we'll use it. And so I'm just going to torque it. And let me move this other clay out of the way. And so you have a really cute design that you can then lay across or, you know, configure it any way you want it. And let's cut off the extra. And now to tie it in, because right now it stands out and it's, you know, it's cute, don't get me wrong, you know, for spring you like bright colors, but to really get it to tie in, that's why I want to come back with this copper powdered pigments. And really that makes the difference and kind of brings everything together when you can tie it in that way, you know, and tones it down and kind of ties it together, I think. Because otherwise that green can be a little bright for something that's otherwise darker. And I think that does it right there. And so then you would just add a little hole at the top. I mean, you could keep going on and on. Let me do one more thing, like to show you this, how I did this part over here. Let me show you that. That's also done with a metal stamp. And I'll do it on the bottom here. So just again, we're going to make a snake with the clay. You know, it's crazy. The other day it was 80-something degrees, and yesterday it was 30 some odd degrees in the morning. So it's crazy. We're going from this really, really hot weather to this really cold weather. Ay, ay, ay. Crazy, crazy. So anyways, I basically get the size that I want for my clay. And then I pressed it right on there. And then once again, I came back with another one of these metal tools. And I used this one this time. It's kind of a leaf pattern. Okay? And that's what I did on this one right here. And I just came along and I did a little bit of it, the design. I wasn't trying to get the whole design on there, just kind of a little repeat pattern. As you can see. And it really, really ties it all together and makes it beautiful. And without tons and tons of work. So that if you have 10 kids that you have to, you know, make baskets for, you're making it for your church group or whatever, this makes it super easy to do. But really cute on top of it. Because you want it cute. You want it to be nice and pretty and cute. And here you have it. Oh, I got it upside down so you can read. There you got it. Again, you'd put a hole at the top, you know, if you want to hang it with a really cute ribbon. And just put your hole in right up in the top. And that's pretty much it. These, like I said, these are the cutters. You just, like any cutter, they work the same. Let's actually just cut this out real fast so I can show you. Real fast. Here we go again. It's so cold here. I'm like, oh, my hands aren't working right. So I set that aside. Clean up my edges. And then I can push it out. Gently push it out. Hopefully. Ah, come on, guy. There we go. Probably should have used a release. Hindsight is 20/20. Alrighty, but I got it there. Okay. So here I just had my carnation, and you could clean it up or whatever, and then you could add a little ball in the center of clay, a little center piece of clay. And on that one, I used another one of the metal tools in the center, but then I used this one, which is bigger, which has like a little radiating, you know, kind of pattern. And I gave it a little push down, and then I just came into the center here. And that's what I did here. And so then I can embellish any way I wanted. If I wanted to add something extra, you know, here, there, wherever, you could totally do that. And these are the carnation cutters. So I used the frill cutters here on this one. That's I think these come out of the round and square set. And this is the zigzag one, which comes out of that zigzag set. Like I said, there's 4 to a set. But really, the sky is the limit. You know, use what you have in your toolbox. Play around with it. Find really fun ways to use it. Use powdered pigments. Use paint. Use ink. And just have fun with it and personalize them. And I'm sure anyone who receives something like that would really, really love it. So, wishing all of you who celebrate Easter a very happy Easter and a very, very bright spring for everyone, because it's starting to turn to spring. Even though we got this little bit of cold, we are reaching towards spring. So, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful spring. And thanks again for joining me. You can always find us online at polymerclaytv.com. You can join the adventure at Polymer Clay Adventure, which is a year-long virtual retreat, and it's open for people to join year-round. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.